Hey guys, IGFC 101 here yet again, bringing you episode number 22 of my Football Manager 2011 complete Ipswich Town playthrough. In this episode we'll be at home once again, this time to Middlesbrough. A really good team normally in real life and on Football Manager. They'll definitely be up there in this Football Manager season and for the upcoming Championship season. I definitely think that they'll be around the playoffs, if not pushing for the top 3 or 4. They've got a good manager in Tony Mowbray. I know all about him. He was a legend at Ipswich. He was the captain when we got promoted back in 2000. And I think he's a good manager. He had a good time at Celtic, good time here. Well, he had a bad time at Celtic actually, but he's got the experience of managing Celtic. He had a good time at Hibs, got him the Celtic job. He also did a good job at West Brom. He got them up playing good, successful football, and he plays football the right way, as most people do when they've been affiliated with Ipswich Town. And I definitely think that they'll have a good shot at being in at least the playoffs this season. So first of all, I want to apologise. I've been mainly concentrating on zombies, and I do apologise for that because I know most of my fan base is Football Manager supporters. That's where I've got most of my subscribers from. But don't worry, I'm gonna donate the next couple of days to getting more Football Manager recorded. I'm going to try and do some live commentaries on that just to add a little bit of more something to it, add a little bit of variety. I know live commentaries are very popular, like in the Call of Duty scene, they're very popular. I've been doing live commentaries with Randomonium 5 and my zombies, so I'm pretty good at recording them now and being able to do that, so that is great. Hopefully I'll be able to do some interesting commentaries on Football Manager, tell you what's going on in my mind as it's happening, so I can tell you why I'm doing this instead of in the game just rambling on. So that'll lead to some commentaries that do have something to do with the game as we score a scrappy goal there, McCoy with a tap in from 2 yards, but I'll take the goal. Every goal counts, and when you're fighting for the top of the table, every goal is an important one. But yeah, that's the apology out of the way. There will be a lot more Football Manager coming up, but a lot more zombies as well. I'm really enjoying playing zombies with Randomonium 5, and yeah, so there'll definitely be more Football Manager to come, more zombies. So I'm really looking forward to bringing them. I'm gaining a few subscribers most days now, so that's great. And I'm really enjoying it. I've got a busy few days coming up though, so you might not see as many videos. But after probably Tuesday, I'm recording this on July 15th, which is the Friday. I'll try and upload this Friday night. And then I've got a busy weekend. But then after that I should be good to keep uploading. I've got a few games of zombies to upload. I've got them all recorded and commentated and all that, so that's good. I started uploading last night. I uploaded the first part of Zombie Rich, which is a good long series. I think it's a 5-part series, but each video is like 15 minutes, so that's a good long series. So I hope you enjoy that. It's probably one of my favourite maps so far. So anyway, let's get talking to. This is a Football Manager video, not a zombies video. So let's get talking about football. As they score a beautiful little dink. Fulop, he was off his line, but there's nothing you can do really about that. But let's get talking about transfers. Of course, that's what most of the Football Manager videos is going to be about. There's new news every day, so that's what's going to be most of the topics is going to be about. When the season starts, yes, I can talk more about what's going on in the matches, the tables, the squads, all that, and then so that will be more. I don't know what to say. More, I don't know. Less repetitive, we'll say, because it is transfers. It's more transfers and more transfers. But I love transfers. That's why I love talking about the clubs making their moves. So I'm really enjoying bringing these commentaries out. So look forward when the season starts to get more varied football discussions. I did start the series when the football season had finished, so that was a bit silly of me. I probably should have started this series when the football season was still going, but the football season starts soon, in like 3 weeks, and then in like October, Football Manager 2012 comes out, and then there'll be a new fresh game. I'm thinking of series to do when Football Manager 2012 come out. Leave in the comments if you've got any suggestions for Football Manager 2012 series. If you want me to do my first playthrough of Ipswich. If you want me to do a big Premier League side to see if I can find all the Wonder Kids or something. If you want me to do England, I always have fun doing an England game. If you want me to do a League 2 side to try and get up to the Premiership. If you want me to do a non-league side to get to the Premiership, just pop in the comments and I'll see. And I'll decide close to the time on what I want to do. The first big transfer news is Stuart Downing. He has joined, well, he hasn't joined yet, but he's had a fee agreed and had a medical at Liverpool. Aston Villa finally accepted a £20 million bid. So this isn't going to be the best transfer period for Aston Villa. They've already lost Ashley Young to Manchester United, and they look like they're going to lose Stuart Downing to Liverpool. So that's both their English exciting wingers gone. So that is really disappointing for them. But good news for bad news sorry for Villa is good news for Liverpool. They've made some excellent signings over this summer. They've made the signing of Charlie Adam, Jordan Henderson, Alexander Donny joined as a backup goalkeeper. Their midfield next season is going to be a really exciting midfield and a midfield to be reckoned with. They're going to have Gerrard on they could have, this is not of course what Kenny Dalglish will do, but they could have Gerrard on the right. I know he's not as prominent on the right, but he can definitely play there and be a big influence. Him on the right with Stuart Downing, who they expect to sign on the left, with Henderson and Adam in central midfield. And if, like, Henderson needs rest because he is only a young man, remember he's only 19, 20, they can always move Gerrard into the centre and then play someone like Maxi Rodriguez or Dirk Kuyt on the right. Dirk Kuyt, I think, has been one of their best players over the last few years, but I can't see where he's going to fit into the team this year. With that midfield, they're also going to have the two strikers with Carroll and Suarez. So they're going to have a brilliant 4-4-2 formation in place with a flexible 4-4-2 formation with good backup players. They got Jay Spearing, who I rate very highly as a young centre midfielder. So I think they're going to have a lot of talent at their disposal. They'll be able to mix up their squads, maybe compete even better in the cup competitions, which Liverpool do need to win trophies consistently, especially for a club like for their size. Of course, they're going to have competition from Arsenal for these trophies. They really are desperate for a trophy. So the cups, of course, are becoming more and more important because Manchester United and Chelsea are becoming more dominant over the domestic titles. So the cups are becoming more important. Arsenal, who haven't won a trophy in 6 years, they desperately need one. Of course, they're going to have a good chance of winning the cups. I can't see them winning the league, especially if they do lose Fabregas or Nasri, but apparently Nasri is going to stay, even if it means losing them on a free next year. Apparently that has been agreed between Wenger and the owners. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard in the papers and on Sky Sports News. So if that's the case, that's a bit silly losing him for nothing, as next year they will have to get a replacement. Unless they think one of their academy, their younger players, will be ready to replace him next year. Maybe they think Wilshere will step into his role and they'll have another player for Wilshere's role. I do not know. But I think it's a bit silly move. I can't see them keep Fabregas this season. He's been wanting to go for Barca for a long time. I think they've done well to keep him for as long as they have. But now I think Fabregas really does want to go, so I can't see him staying for this season. So that's bad news for Arsenal. In other news, Manchester City have a couple of days ago they rejected a £35 million offer from Corinthians for Carlos Tevez, and reports tonight are that the Corinthians have made a £40 million bid. I can't see how they can they can turn it down because they're the richest club in the world, but £40 million for a player who doesn't want to stay at the club, who wants to return to Argentina to be with his family, I think they should definitely accept it. If they don't, Tevez won't be playing as well as he can, as well as Aguero could if they could sign him. That's the player who, if I was Manchester City manager, I'd definitely target him to replace Carlos Tevez. It's basically a like-for-like younger replacement. So I definitely think that could be good business if they just spend the £40 million on Aguero that they get from Tevez. No harm will be done. So I think that's what should they do. They've already got good strikers. They've got people like Mario Balotelli and Edin Dzeko. They've got great wingers in Silva, Johnson. They've got a really strong squad, Man City. They're definitely going to be up there for me next season. Them and Manchester United and Liverpool are going to be the top three in my books, with Chelsea and Arsenal fighting for the 4th, 5th, with Tottenham, Everton, the usual in 5th, in 6th, 7th, 8th, that kind of thing. The Premier League's going to be tight as it always is, but if that's going to be tight, the Championship is going to be even tighter. Leicester has spent a lot of money, and they've spent a lot of money wisely on good, solid Championship players, proven players. So they're going to be up there. I think it's going to be them and West Ham who go up automatically. They've managed to keep a lot of their players, although Scott Parker is rumoured to be going an interest in Chelsea on loan for a season, as David Sullivan has said that they'll allow Scott Parker to leave on loan for a season. So I think it'll be West Ham and Leicester going up with people like Notts Forest, Middlesbrough, and hopefully Ipswich will be around there as well in the playoff picture. I remember when Ipswich used to be in the playoffs every season without fail, but them seasons are gone. Paul George is building a good side here though. It's a different era now for Ipswich. So hopefully we'll be back in the playoff picture this season. He's brought in 5 good players already, and we've got bids in for some more. So hopefully they'll all come to fruition, and hopefully we'll be pushing for a playoff, if not automatic place, come to the end of the season. And just as I'm recording this contract, I can see on Sky Sports News that Liverpool have confirmed the signing of Stuart Downing, believed to be for 20 million. So what I was talking about earlier is confirmed. So definitely a good signing for Liverpool. End of the episode, guys. Ipswich Town 5, Middlesbrough 2. A really exciting gameplay for you there. 7 goals, probably the best game we've had since that 7-1 drubbing of Portsmouth, which you didn't see. So a 7-goal game here that you did see. Sorry for the lack of Football Manager, as I said earlier. I'll definitely be bringing more up with some live commentaries. Look forward to Mortal Zombies with Sam. We've got plenty recorded, and we've got plenty more maps to play. Anything else to say? Oh yeah, if you notice any difference in the recording, I've been recording with my Turtle Beach mic. If you like, say if you think the quality's better. If not, if you don't like it, I can always go back to my old computer mic, but I can't see why that'd be. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. A like rating would be very much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next episode. Later, guys.